Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, back for a little Anime Monday, reacting to this anime on Monday with Fullmetal, Alchemist, Brotherhood, and today's episode 22, Backs in the Distance. You've got your front not in the distance right here, Eric. What's going on? As you should for, watching a show. You don't want to turn your back to it.
I'm pretty trustworthy, but this show, yeah, I'm doing great. Ready to see whose back is in that distance there.
Now, you were potentially ready to turn your back on this show. I guess for the second time, because we haven't talked about it in a while, but you had seen the first 10 or so episodes a few years ago and turned your back on Fullmetal. Then you came back for these reactions, but after the death of Lust and Barry, you turned your side to the show, but you didn't go full back.
Yeah, I was prepared to give it all up for Barry, but I'm still here. I stuck around for you.
Yeah, I think Barry's HBO spinoff is over now, so he maybe he'll get another one. We'll see. Where are you at the stages of grieving? Are you at acceptance?
I don't think I ever leave denial.
Okay.
Like in my life, yeah.
Denial is not just, what is the thing they say, a river in Egypt?
Right.
Never mind, I'm cutting that out. No, I'll leave it in. What do we think is going to happen in this episode? It's pretty much a cliffhanger, I would say, the last episode 21, which was called, what was that one called? Advance of the Fool, of course, which was Mustang, we found out. But yeah, at the end, they were fighting Scar, the brothers. Mustang and Hawkeye were running interference on the radio against their own military, essentially, to give Adenal a chance to draw out the homunculi, which they succeeded in doing, and the Fuhrer realized through the Mustang's deception, I guess, and showed up on the scene with Gluttony in tow, and then the episode ended with Ling and Lan Fan fighting those two, I guess, or at least the Fuhrer, and Lan Fan got her mask smashed in. She damn near got her dome split, if not for that mask, probably, so that's how things ended. Any predictions for this one?
I'm gonna predict that we finished that combat.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy prediction, I would say. It would be weird if they just switched it over to like the teacher or something, chilling.
Yep.
With her husband at the butcher shop.
This is her story now. Yeah. I don't know what happens after that, but it can't be the whole episode.
We'll see if these two I just mentioned are able to escape death from fighting the Fuhrer. But what about the Adenal fight against Scar? How do you think any idea how that's might wrap up? Is Scar gonna get another W?
Well, he can't kill them. It's their show, right?
One would think, yeah. Would they kill him somehow?
No, I think they confront him about his past and make him feel bad or something.
Yeah, there's the whole ongoing Winry element to the Scar storyline now.
That's classic anime stuff.
So, yeah, that could be coming up. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to just roll right into it. Like I said, it was a bit of a cliffhanger, so I'm ready to remember myself how this one, what happens next, I don't completely remember. So, yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
Absolutely, let's get it done.
It's Hawkeye with the side eye. Oh, this is a recap.
Worked together with Ling to...
Oh, dude. We got like a classic Gundam style recap.
Yeah, this is the first time they've done this. Maybe they did it earlier on in the show.
The homunculi Wrath and Gluttony appeared.
And Fuhrer was like, so you can sense us. So that is a nuisance. Youch. Alright. Recap over.
Clever.
Oh.
You took a swipe at me with your kunai. Just make it quick.
No one gets interrupted on his way to dinner more than Gluttony.
Please stay with me.
Honestly.
Or the big guy.
If you thought you could escape from me that easily, I'm afraid you'll find you're surely mistaken.
Destroying that little symbol in his mouth isn't the way to kill him. You have to actually... There's his soul gem or whatever, right?
Yes, I believe so. Also, I don't think he actually got the tattoo. It's on his tongue.
Okay.
I think Link just took the top of his head off, and he's already regenerated. Link, you got more than you bargained for.
We should have some privacy in here. I have some questions.
The gluttony creeping in home.
And how you found
This
out
music's
what
really
your son
groovy. It's
taught
probably
me.
the best music they've done so far.
Nice.
You looking for an escape? Even now? You don't give up, do you? And your girl because she's just excess baggage at this point.
I can see all those stars on your uniform. You're the ruler here. Führer King Bradley, unless I'm mistaken.
Okay, that's two
Without
two
him, he is
adjectives.
no
Oh, we
king at
talked
all.
about this in the past, remember? His name is King.
You're no true king.
Don't you understand that there are no true kings in this world?
That ought to hold him.
But your flash bomb didn't succeed in blinding this eye.
Oh.
Classic anime bullshit.
Winry, you be a good little girl, okay? Take care of things while we're gone.
Just kidding, we're never coming back.
Winry?
Oh, your favorite characters are... I hope the daughter gets lots of lines for you.
Oh my god, man. They don't have to keep doing this.
Just their backs as they walked away.
You'll come and visit once in a while,
huh.
won't you? After all, we wouldn't want him to get lonesome here.
No lines for the baby. No lines for the baby. Yo, we did it!
Think it's wrapped on that storyline?
Hope so.
I hear the Elrics are wreaking havoc. The MPs have been running around like crazy,
They're in another fight?
Can't possibly be surprised by this.
killing off state alchemists.
The military waiting for.
Okay. So the most anime brain thing that could happen in the remaining 42 episodes.
Not again, please.
Winry gets tired of Ed putting himself in danger over and over again and builds herself a Gundam so that she can protect him.
Okay, I like this prediction. Let's
That's what I've
talk
got.
about this further in our recap.
It's a dead end.
It's a pretty quick shimmy at that height. But for not. Nice one out.
Permission to fire? Not yet.
Ooh, those are the reddest red shirts I've seen in a hot minute.
I have to buy us some time. You say you believe that alchemists have defied God. Isn't that hypocritical?
I explained it when we met in East City, Royer.
That's a lie. You're using the name of your God to justify murder. Revenge is all you care about. I suppose you believe you were doing God's work then too.
Alchemy created that tragic creature. So that's the science you would spend your lives following?
The result of messing around with somebody's life.
Thought he could create when creation is the province of God
It
alone.
maybe it wasn't the best example to bring up.
But why did you have to kill her? You stole what little life she had left.
Yeah, maybe not the one where he's right.
Still have known that Chimera could never have returned to her human state. It would have lived out its life as a laboratory specimen, but never again as a human being.
He's right. Even then, we knew that Nina would be sent off to live in a laboratory.
We didn't want to think about it. We knew there was no hope. Nothing.
Okay, the red shirts are breathing at least.
It's true. State alchemists have made some serious mistakes. That doesn't make what you're doing right, and we can't let you continue.
Oh no, he's gonna say it.
Self-righteous. But do you remember two Amestrian doctors named Rockbell down to end the uprising and exterminate
What a
Ishval, but that
coincidence.
didn't
She's just passing by at this exact moment.
Well, she was trying to find them at least to be
Wait,
fair.
brother!
Don't you remember them? Those doctors saved your life.
Brother!
What are you talking about, Ed? You mean he's the man?
This is why she builds the Gundam, not to protect Ed.
It's worse.
It's a vengeance Gundam.
Maybe she'll build two.
And you killed them.
A nice list Gundam and a naughty list Gundam.
They were my mom and dad. What did they ever do to you? They helped people. They didn't deserve to die. Give them back. Give me back my mom and dad, you monster!
Gotta feel like this would work better with subtitles.
Yeah, a little bit, but
Winry, hold on. You can't.
Winry!
Don't
That
do
was
it!
the purpose of the red shirts, to leave a gun lying around.
I know the animosity you feel, but your vengeance will only sow the seeds of further violence, and it's feeding a fruitless cycle of death. You must end this cycle once and for all.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yes.
Yo.
That's the best one
This
in
girl
the
is the
series.
doctor's daughter. You have the right. Shooting me would be justified.
Oh. Just trying not to be heavy.
Brother, the armed forces have almost arrived.
Just a minute more, I'm almost there.
What are those tattoos for?
Oh, these things? The basis of alchemy is understanding,
these little things?
deconstruction, and reconstruction. I studied the alchemy they use in the East, and then added my own touches.
None of that stuff matters anymore. Didn't you hear me? The army is here. Why are you interfering? We have to get away from here now.
Our brother's alchemy might be the only way we have of saving Ishval.
The enemy has state alchemists, even though we're Amestrian citizens just like them.
I've heard all about the military dogs.
Our brother is the only one who can stand against the state alchemy.
Could find a way to annihilate the military. The threat to us would be ended. Take them down. With alchemy, we'll beat them at their own game.
Pay them back in blood.
Do you see this, brother? This is the science that you would spend your life following. You don't even see the evil you're creating.
So he was already anti-alchemy at this point, obviously.
Okay, well that's a little on the nose.
Blue eye versus red eye.
Notably, this seems to be saying that it is not okay to use force against an oppressive regime. Which, oh.
Well, that's what.
So this is your
I wouldn't
brother.
exactly read it that way, but let's see.
This is the great power. This is going to save our people. Science causes nothing but destruction and slaughter. It can't save us. Oh no! Father! Mother!
Yes, we're both okay. Luckily, we were already prepared to flee from here in case we needed to.
There were some important notes I needed to compile. I want you to hold on to this.
Hold on a minute.
If anything happens to me, I don't want my research to have been for nothing. You're a warrior of the Ishvalan people. You've been well trained. Let's be honest here, you're a lot more likely to survive this than I am. My legs won't stop shaking, some big brother.
You will survive. Is that a soldier?
No.
Joker, man.
Oh, word. Okay.
Look at his hands!
That's why when he's locked up in jail right now, he has his hands like separated.
Get back!
See, once again, if an imperial power was... It seems like violence is the answer here.
Well, they don't. The Ishvalans do not have the capacity to fight leg with leg, you know.
Where's my brother's arm?
Of course.
Where is it?
That's where the alchemy comes in, no?
Father!
But his brother is the only one who is doing it. It's too late.
Someone! Anyone!
Thank you.
I have to keep fighting. Let me go back out there.
We didn't treat you just to let you die. Doctor, you and your wife should get out of here.
Brother. Why did you protect me?
Anyone who can move on their own, go now.
Don't move or you'll open up your wounds. Come here. Dear, come here.
Enough to move around on your own yet. Somebody, get a cart.
Brother's tattoos. You're alive. Brother, you've made it. What is going on here?
Sedatives.
There aren't any more. We used them all up.
That was a fatal mistake.
Hate alchemists. Amestrians. All of you will pay.
Is the implication here that that is his brother's literal arm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Put down the gun!
You know you don't want to do this. Winry!
But no, the moment you pull the trigger, there's no going back. You will be my enemy.
Scott!
Will you kill me? That'd be fine with me.
Until one of us dies, boy, this chain of hatred will continue. Never forget it was the Amestrians who first pulled the trigger during the Civil War.
We were like 6, bro.
Put the gun down and get out of here!
If you can't shoot, then do as the boy told you. You're in my way!
That was dumb.
Okay.
Hey, both of you will get killed!
Let go of the gun.
I couldn't shoot.
It's okay.
But that man, you said he's the one who killed my mom and dad. He tried to kill you and Al too, Ed. But I couldn't. Why not?
Remember in Rush Valley, you delivered that baby, and you gave me an arm and a leg. It's your hands. They weren't meant to kill. They're meant to give life.
It's happening.
That's why.
I feel like this is a different kind of music thing than usual.
It's like the end of the season or something.
Well, again, the show doesn't have seasons. I mean, it has arcs basically, and they changed the intro and stuff around those, but I wouldn't say this would be the end of an arc, because it's, I mean, there's a lot of threads in there still from, even from the last episode.
Drewz Viewz.
I guess we just get it out of the way quickly and then talk about most of what the episode was about. But the Lanfan Ling stuff is still not wrapped up. I mean, we didn't, they almost got away, but not quite. So what do you think's happening there?
Well, there's just no way that Wrath killed them, right?
Well, probably not off screen. Is there another possibility? I mean, gluttony is there. If Wrath didn't kill them, he wanted to eat them, of course.
I just feel like it's a fake out, right? Like they put them in, they leave them in mortal danger and go off to the other scene, right? And they come back and it's like, I've got another thing up my sleeve to help me escape, which is like classic anime, right?
Could be what's happening. No, Ling, I think, is the first character to see, other than the villains, to see that Wrath is a homunculus.
Yes.
Or homunculus. So that would be certainly useful information if he does live for the whole good guy squad. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, I do remember this episode pretty well now that I saw it again. I didn't realize this is where it was coming in, but it's mainly a Scar background episode / Winry dealing with her trauma episode. So, you know, they brought the Hughes stuff in again. I think it made sense in this case. And the girl didn't talk, so that was good for you.
Yeah, no, beautiful. Just perfect.
And, of course, it's, you know, kind of like how Ed found out about this whole situation in the first place about the rock bells. Like, it's fortuitous, certainly, that...
What a coincidence, yeah.
I mean, she was at least, I think, searching out for them, so... Not just stumbling by, but yeah, he's saying it right then and everything. I mean, I guess they're trying to distract Scar, but... So, Scar, you didn't seem to like when Scar backed off of Ed after he was thinking about his brother. Based on your reaction there, I would say.
Oh, I mean, that's just like, come on.
Oh, it's both blonde protectors. What do you think about the flashback in general?
Here's the thing about Imperial violence in the Third World. It's telling us that not only is it wrong to use their weapons against them, the alchemy, but that Scar knows that. And is doing it anyway. I
don't exactly get how you're coming to that conclusion, I guess. Like, why? I mean, they wanted to use their weapons against them, they just weren't able to. If Scar was the holdout of that.
Well, no, Scar's whole thing is like destruction can only create more destruction, right? I just like, I don't know. Like, this is one of those things where they kind of just wrote it because like it sounded smart or whatever and didn't really consider the plight of the oppressed, right? Because this show is written ultimately from the perspective of Western Imperial capital, or, I mean, obviously by Japanese people, but, like, these are the German war machine people, right?
Yeah, the Emestrians are kind of like, yeah, the Germanic style. I would say more World War I style, than II, but yeah, that vibe at least. I guess I just don't really, is the show trying to say that they shouldn't fight back? I don't really get that, I guess. They just had no chance to begin with. Like, it was always going to be a tragic situation based on this, so. Scar, I mean, it's like the Scar is like an anti-nuclear, I mean, the Alchemist basically could be equivalent to like nuclear.
Yes.
On a smaller scale, but like nuclear power, and you can just come in and wipe someone out. So then Wishfallen's like, well, our guys in Oppenheimer, he's developing our own. And then Scar is like saying, no, that's not, rightfully so, I would say, like, that is just we're just stooping to their level. Now, in terms of like, if they could have done it, should they have, maybe to like survive, obviously, I guess.
Right. It's just,
on
exactly.
The moral ground, I do agree with that position. I mean, so now Scar is basically like, well, my brother gave me this like nuclear arm, whatever, so I'm gonna use it my way and kill all the creators of the nuclear weapons over here that killed us. So
yeah. But
anyway, I guess if you have more to say about it, go ahead.
No, it's just like, I don't think the point that violence only begets more violence is that cogent in this situation. It's like, yeah, well, if they want to exterminate me, then the only thing that I can do to stop them is to use violence. I guess I'd better just be exterminated. Like, it doesn't work, right? And I understand it is a metaphor for, like, nuclear power, obviously, right? I just don't think when stretched to this limit, it holds its shape well enough, right? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just think, like, the situation's already put in place, so whatever's gonna happen does. But, like, the point is the violence starting in the first place. That's always what it comes back to. Like, whoever did start it, it's in motion, like, kind of like Scar's even saying now. Like, someone has to end it, like, you have to kill me or I have to kill you, like, or it's never gonna end. So, I don't know. But I see what you're saying. The actual scene where he kills the parents is pretty, like, I like that scene. I feel like it's he's like disoriented, basically. He's shell-shocked. Like, he's not, it was somewhat, like, understandable, I think. But obviously in hindsight, it's never gonna look that way.
Right.
Because no one's in his head. Even like the other Ishvalans that were watching him were like shocked and everything. Because they were probably watching the doctors like help them for the past day or whatever, you know, so he just like wakes up out of a cold coma, whatever it is, you know, and that's the last thing I remember. So it's just like the tragic situation. I like the kind of tragedies the show sets up. I don't know. They're a little heavy-handed, but
a bit, yeah.
But it works for me in this case. You mentioned about again, it is better. I think some of the stuff is better with the Japanese, you know, with the subtitles and the Japanese audio. But it is what it is. We made the dub decision. So.
We made it this far.
So Scar ran away, I guess, there, or Al's chasing him, I guess, or something's happening. So it's not exactly wrapped up either, but any predictions or anything else you want to say about this storyline going forward?
I'm going to predict that in the next episode, Ed kills Scar. That seems like where the show is going. Yeah, I have nothing. You've got to find out what happened to Lan Fan and that dude, Ling. Yeah.
It was cool how she got his, well, I don't know if she did it or Ling did it actually, but hit his sword, the blade of the Fear's sword. He like pulled it up and it was cut off. So they are pretty quick. Obviously the Fear is very fast as well. Him versus with those guys, I guess Ling and his two bodyguards are probably the fastest people in the show that we've seen. So that is a good setup or a good one-on-one or two-on-one, whatever. I mean, Lan Fan's unconscious, it seems like. So maybe a two-on-one the other direction with Gluttony. Yeah, I'm interested to remember what happens there. I kind of do, but that, and okay, you think Scar is, you think Ed will kill someone. He won't do the thing of like, I'm not stooping to your level.
That's a good point. This is a show for children.
Not trying to sway you one way or the other, but like that does seem more of his character so far. But this whole Winry situation now, so that has changed things.
You know what I'm seeing? For now, he's holding strong with his morals, right? There will be a dark turn from which he has to be pulled back. I don't know. We have 40 more episodes. That's what I got.
Now, will he be pulled back by a giant mech created by Wind?
Yes, he will be
Wind's
lovingly
metro,
grasped in the giant, firm hand of a machine, of a Gundam.
An automail mech, I guess. Yeah, an automail Gundam. Yeah, it would have to be fully automated, automated. Well, all right. That was Backs in the Distance. That's about the people that leave and never come back, I guess. Pretty dark. And yeah, the next episode, 23, is going to be called Girl on the Battlefield. Who's this girl?
Oh, yeah, duh. The kid with the panda. Nice.
Oh, yes. Did we see her in this episode? Was she in the background or anything? Because she was with Scar last time we saw her. I guess he's not taking her around when he's killing these state alchemists, so...
Yeah, this is when he finds out that we're not so different, you and I. I regret doing that voice.
All right, so that's all right. I'll cut it out like my Nile thing earlier. And in the meantime, don't cut out watching the Anna Monday reaction. Stay subscribed to the channel here. And we'll be back next Anna Monday for episode 23 of Fullmetal. But until then, our backs are heading to that distance. Peace.
Stop.